Round 1.
Welcome back to Inside Boxing's Throwdown. I'm Aurelio Martinez, and we're back with both Shannon and Albert, and we're live from Grinders Boxing Gym.
Grinders Fitness.
So, listen, we're gonna finish up by talking to both of you. We talked a little bit to Shannon and her upcoming fight. We talked to you about training. Let me start with you, Albert, because I want to talk a little bit. I want to continue talking a little bit about the training. I talked to Shannon on how you specifically work with her and train. So let's talk about you as a trainer. MMA, you got so much to incorporate in your training. Okay, you got the striking, the stand-up, the wrestling, the takedowns, all the arm bars and stuff like that that people have to be able to not get into or defend against, and then also offensively to get their opponent to tap out. So unlike boxing, it's not so much knockout. You want to tap them out. You want to make them quit. You want to, what do they call it? Submission, right?
Correct.
Tell us a little bit. Let's get a little bit more into the training aspect of it and how you make an MMA fighter and how you prepare an MMA fighter for whatever the opponent brings.
Well, really what I like to do is I kind of separate things. We work something different every day. So like we'll work our ground techniques on Mondays and Wednesdays. So whether that's wrestling or jiu-jitsu, whatever the case may be, we'll work those on those days. Tuesdays will be our boxing days. Thursdays would be our kickboxing days. And then Fridays we put everything together and we work on that stuff on Fridays. There's so much to cover that it's hard to fit everything in. So you got to just kind of find ways to mix it all in. With Shannon, obviously I'm around her 24 hours a day, so, we can add other stuff throughout the day. If we at 1 o'clock, if we want to come in early and, work on something else, work something different together, then we can do that. So we just kind of split it up throughout the week. Now,
I'm going to ask you both the same question because this is kind of a unique relationship here. It's business, boyfriend, girlfriend, you own the gym, and then plus you got to train people. You got to work with people. How do you guys manage to do all three of them? I mean, do your work here and say, okay, now we're going to go have a romantic dinner, or what?
Man, it's tough. It's tough. Like there's some days I leave the gym and I'm just like, oh, I can't take it. And then there's other days where I'm just 100% in love with my life. It's hard though, especially no boyfriend wants to see their girlfriend get punched in the face, and that's something we've talked about before. But on the other hand, when I look at it through a coach's eyes, man, I'm foaming at the mouth because I just know what she's capable of and I know what she's, trained for. So, it's a balancing act. I know there's been times where I'm not the easiest coach in the world. I'm very, I was in the Marines, so I'm very in your face. I'm very, like it's my way or the highway. And sometimes in terms of our relationship, that's not exactly the best way to go, because it's hard to separate that here and then go home and forget about what was said in here, so that's been a bit of a challenge. But, through the years as we've done it, we've found ways to work around that. We actually, we go to King Soopers at night after the gym. We go to King Soopers to pick up dinner because it's late already, so we can't go home and make dinner. Yep. So we'll go pick something up. We'll actually sit in the parking lot for 10, 15 minutes, and we basically have a debrief. So we sit in the parking lot, and if she's upset with me, or I'm upset with her training, or maybe we're 100% happy with everything that's going on, that's where we talk about it. We'll just sit in the car and just talk about it, go into the store later, get our dinner, and then go home, and everything's good. Nice. So it's smoothed out a little bit, but it's an adventure for sure.
Shannon, same thing. Do you get sometimes frustrated where you actually talk to him more like a partner, a husband, rather than a coach?
Yeah, I'm very guilty of that. He separates the relationships a lot better than I do. Coach, I love the fact that he is my trainer, manager, and coach because he's great at what he does, and he has my best interests at heart, and I can trust him, and he knows what he's talking about. So I like all that, but sometimes, when he tells me something, I'm not seeing it as my trainer telling me something. It's my boyfriend telling me, and it might rub me the wrong way, and I'll get irritated during training and maybe spout off something I shouldn't say on the mats, and that's not good. It's not good practice. I need to watch myself in front of, I have other teammates too, and we all need to respect him as a trainer. Sometimes I am guilty of that, but overall I wouldn't change, I wouldn't change any of it. Like I said, I love having him as a trainer, and our debriefs do help. If I can just bottle the anger up and take it to King Supers with me, I'll let it out there, and then we're good to go and happy when we get home.
I like it because it's not easy. It's not easy. Now let's talk about, to both of you, tell us a little bit about your goals. Do you have goals set? I mean, obviously you're signed with Invicta. You're doing great things here in Colorado. Your career is climbing and climbing. More people across the nation are getting to know who you are. Are your goals to be, on the big screen, on the big TV, like Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm? And tell us a little bit on your goals. What are you setting your goals at?
I am signed with Invicta. My goal there is to be the Invicta Flyweight champion. That's the deepest division in Invicta. So it's a tough challenge ahead of me, but that's my goal. Why fight if that wouldn't be my goal? And then after that, the UFC. They don't have my division yet, but once they do have it, my goal is to be right in that mix too. So that's where I see myself.
Albert, what do you got to do to meet them goals, to become?
I think just keep doing what we're doing. We have to make sure she's a well-rounded fighter. She's got to be good everywhere. There's so much talent in Invicta that you have to be the best at every specific skill set. So it's just keep grinding away. Really, just keep plugging away. The same day every day we're just working on getting better, whether it's her wrestling or her striking or whatever the case may be. It's just getting better every day. For me, my goals are simple, just win fights. That's it. Just win fights. I don't ask a lot from my fighters. I don't take money from my fighters. I've caught a little bit of flack from, people close to me saying I should charge my fighters and this, that, and the other. But, on the local level, you don't make a lot of money, So for me, it's more about building my gym, building our brand, building our reputation. That's more what I'm interested in. So I don't take money from these guys. All I ask them is train as hard as you can all the time and win fights. That's it. That's all I want from them. Just win fights.
Real quick, because we got a couple of minutes, because we got a lot of boxing fans that come in and watch the show. I hear a lot of things when we're watching MMA, arm bars and different holds. What's an arm bar?
An arm bar is basically a joint lock that attacks the elbow. So, it's either you submit or your arm's going to get broke. Okay.
Now, don't laugh at me, but in the olden days, we used to watch the wrestling and figure four leg locks and stuff. Is that phony, or is there real truth to that stuff?
There's some truth to it. I know back in the old school days there was a lot of catch wrestling, which was basically kind of the same thing. But a lot of their submissions actually do work. They're very applicable today. But most of the stuff you see on like WWE and stuff, it doesn't work.
Yeah, okay. But we're good. Let's finish out by telling everybody where you're at, a little bit about your programs. Let's invite everyone out here to either take the boxing classes or take the MMA classes with Albert and Shannon.
Okay, we're in North Glen, 455 West 115th Street, Unit 4. We have classes, boxing classes all day long, boxing and kickboxing if you're interested. We have cardio classes, we have technical classes. Of course, we've got the MMA and the jiu-jitsu classes. We do have a lot of stuff we're adding to our programs. We've got kids jiu-jitsu classes that we're going to be adding 2 days a week. And then we have something else that we're going to add, a Boxing for Parkinson's program that Shannon will be in charge of, and she'll be running that program. That should be starting here shortly.
Yeah, the Power Punch for Parkinson's, we will be starting that within the next month or so. There'll be more details on that, but it will be just a pure boxing class for women and men with Parkinson's.
And that program has just been a complete success all across the country, because not only does it help, it actually helps the disease, the Parkinson's disease, and it's been proven to be a tremendous benefit. So that's great. It's great that you're doing it. I mean, it's
Looking
just
forward
great.
to it.
Good. Well, there you go. You guys just come out and visit Grinders. Come and say hi. Come and look at their program. I don't know if they'll let you come in one day just check it out or not, but come in and talk to them. These guys are for real, and come down and get yourself in shape, get yourself looking good, and know how to defend yourself in case you get one of them guys in the parking lot that tries to take your purse. All right. Hey, till next time. Come back and see us. Till next time, hold them hands up. Keep them up.